Hey guys, so this is the final video update from the clinic. Today is the 5th day that I've been here, 7th actual day, but didn't do anything on Saturday and Sunday. Um, Overall, I'm doing great. I have really had a big turnaround in just energy and digestion, a lot of things, short period of time. It makes total sense. The amount of things that we have thrown at this, on top of the intravenous nutrition. Imagine getting virtually nothing from your nutrition for the last month and a half to all of a sudden right into your bloodstream for a solid 5 days of the basic building blocks. It's made a huge difference. And because of that, and all the other therapies that we've done, I've already seen a massive improvement in my digestion. So again, I talk about poop a lot. Sorry, if you're not ready for that, then stop this video. But 2 weeks before coming here, I was going to the bathroom somewhere between 9 and 11 times a day, having to run constant diarrhea. We got here on a Wednesday. The Wednesday before that, I changed up my diet and cut out a lot of fat because that was the hard problem, and I was down to about 6 bowel movements a day. So that was a big improvement already, but going to the bathroom 6 times a day is still not good. Right now, I'm going 3 or 4 times a day, and they're solid, relatively solid. I don't have the golden banana yet, but pretty solid. So again, unless you've had this disease, you don't understand how exciting it is to have a good poop. But I'm getting there, and the biggest way that I have noticed an increase is even a week ago when I would eat something, my stomach was gurgling and going crazy for an hour or two afterwards, and it was just uncomfortable. I was gassy. I felt bloated. Now, when I eat something, there's no going back and forth. My stomach feels good. My digestion, I can tell that I'm getting some energy out of it. I don't feel like I need to pass out right afterwards. So I know that my digestion is already improving. I'm not going to the bathroom as much, and everything else will just continue to get better now that I'm absorbing some nutrients on my own. Now, as far as today was pretty straightforward, just the basic IV nutrients, as well as one more iron shot. That is, oh gosh, these iron shots, I'll be happy when they're gone because they suck. I can handle pain. These bastards hurt. So one more of those, get to look forward to that. And then a lot of stuff going home. So the things that I will be doing going home is BPC 157 suppositories. That is the peptide that stimulates tissue growth, so repairing. Thymosin alpha 1, that's to regulate my immune system. My immune system's going a little bit crazy right now, trying to heal all the different things. And imagine for yourself, when you've got a lot of things to do, sometimes you jump around and you haphazardly try to get things done, and it doesn't really make things better. It kind of makes things worse. It's kind of what's happening with my immune system right now. So the thymosin alpha 1 is going to control that. I'm also taking oxytocin. The doctor told me, she said, you probably have symptoms like PTSD. And I was like, no, I don't. I'm not suffering from anything as crazy as someone who's got PTSD. I've never been shot at. I've never, been scared for my life or anything. But she said that years of chronically dealing with something like this will consume your thoughts. And I can honestly say that, the last couple of months trying to get rid of this and figure this out has consumed my thoughts. And so oxytocin is the happy hormone. So just basically to try to even me out, make me happy, not depressed and frustrated, because if you're depressed and frustrated, it's going to make a big difference on how your body responds. They say laughter is the best medicine. Well, being happy and in a good mood and optimistic makes a big difference in healing as well. The next thing is testosterone. Again, trying to make me more manly, get that beard nice and thick. I'll be on testosterone, and oddly enough, there's a thing they're going to have me do, an injection that's usually meant for women to try to ovulate, to try to have babies, but when given to men, it stimulates testosterone production because, again, we're not trying to just give me testosterone. We want my body making testosterone. So I'll be doing that. And also a whole bunch of different natural supplements as well. Just some basic things like digestive enzymes, some curcumin for inflammation, just some other things. But the main ones are the testosterone, the BPC 157, thymosin alpha 1, and the oxytocin. The last one that was the big one was the exosomes yesterday. I should start to see some serious effects from that over the next couple of weeks and months, and we're going to track my blood work to see how that happens. So I'm super excited from this whole experience. I told you guys that I would tell you the costs on that. I've got to put all that together. It wasn't cheap, I will tell you that, but it's worth every penny if I get my health back. If you don't have your health, I heard a proverb the other day that says, "A man with his health has 100 dreams. A man without it only has one," and that is very true. So thank you guys for all your support with what you've been giving me in the videos. I've felt a ton of love from people texting me, emailing me, commenting on stuff, praying for me. I'm sure that God doesn't get annoyed, but I think I've taken up my quota with people praying for me recently. So thank you all so much. He's in control. Absolutely. There's one of the things I've been meditating on and kind of thinking about is that everything happens for a reason. I know that God is for me, not against me. And if this is happening, I don't know what the direct. I have a hard time wondering how much does God cause versus allow. We clearly see that He actively hardened Pharaoh's heart. He says that in Romans. We clearly see times where He allows things. There's a passage in Leviticus that I was reading where when he's talking about how to cleanse a house on when there's leprosy involved, and he specifically says, "When I bring leprosy into a house." So that's God actively bringing something negative into a situation, and negative from our perspective. We don't have God's perspective. So all that aside, I don't know where the line is between what He causes and what He allows, but I do know that this was His plan. God doesn't have a plan B, and so right now this was His plan for me to go through this. And He's either A, trying to teach me something. I've learned a lot about myself in this, partially how arrogant I am and think about what I can do versus remembering I'm nothing without Him. And then two, preparing me for something. I know that something in my future is going to have needed this experience so that I was capable of doing that. I don't know what that is yet, but I'm convinced that's the case. And I'm excited to find out what that is, and I absolutely, for the first time in a while, I can see good health in my future. And so thank you guys again for watching and praying for me and everything that you've done. If you have any questions, shoot me an email or a text. Thanks again, guys.